something into the mic. Testing this 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 mic. Sounds phenomenal. Phenomena.
Sorry, girl.
Girl, you should know we never start at noon. How am I going to fix my hair? What's that noise? Do you guys hear that noise? Oh, no, it's coming from outside. I'm an idiot. All right, turn off the volume. Wow. Just a couple of butts on the screen.
Hello. Me and Emily were talking about the inevitable death of our parents and the Beastie Boys album
It was a
Pet
light.
Sounds.
It was a light Friday conversation.
always here to bum people out.
You know, it's not every single day that I get to think about my parents' imminent death.
It becomes more a topic in my mind as I age. You know?
Yeah.
Also, like, people in our lives have been dying more the past few years.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it really makes you think.
Like early, I guess the 20s, it's very rare that someone dies. Like, it's like
I don't think I knew a single. Well,
it's like a freak accident if someone dies.
Yeah,
Or like a tragic, weird type of cancer. But like 30s, 40s, you know. Like,
we have a fun show planned for today. We're just going to wait for anybody to filter into the chat who hasn't. But we are going to unbox some delicious vibrators.
yeah.
So I think that's the wrong adjective, but you know what I mean.
We've been eating them.
I eat them for breakfast. Actually, it's my new craze.
I emailed. So after we talked about Dame, the vibrator that cured Emily's bed death,
Cured no cum July.
no
No jizz July.
Oh, jizz.
Jizz free July.
That's a great. By the way, that's a great ad for them. That you like. Excuse me, their vibrator is so good.
that's what they're for. That's the thing. It's like it does what it says, and so rarely do you encounter a product nowadays that does what it says.
Yeah. It
Closes the pleasure cap.
It fixed your SSRI pussy, which is like not a small feat.
No, I mean I wouldn't say it fixed it. It just helped me.
Your pussy is
I'm
broken.
healed. I'm healed.
And you fixed it. No, so I reached out to Dame, that company, to ask if they wanted to buy ads for us, because I'm like, we're basically doing ads now. Do you want to throw us some scratch? And so they were like, we'll send it to our ads person. Also, do you want to interview the CEO? Because she's like very funny and has an interesting story. And I was like, yeah.
And cool.
Yeah, she's cool looking. I love interviewing a cool business bitch.
A businesswoman special, so to speak.
And they sent us products, and they were like, do you want to like test it out? And then like wink emoji, and I was like, yeah, Dame.
Hells yeah.
Yeah, I want to come.
Andrea doesn't really use vibrators though.
No.
That's why I have thoughts about I have thoughts about who should take what.
Yeah.
Which I'll get into. Yeah.
Yeah. So they shipped. It was a fun day in my life when I came home from my morning coffee and there was vibrators in my mailbox.
It's never a bad way to enter your house.
No.
You know, with a package full of vibes.
It's also like there's moments when I'm like, oh, this career is fun, you know?
Yeah.
And that was one of them.
Yeah. Getting free vibes sent to your house on a Friday.
The best.
The best. All right, I guess we should just get into it.
Come in the sloop, John B.
Can you turn it off? Thanks.
It's a good song.
It is good. Guys, listen to pet sounds. I don't know if you've heard about pet sounds.
Breaking new shit.
It's fucking good.
People, so hipsters often like talk about how much they love pet sounds. And I always found it weird because the Beach Boys, I'm like, they're not the Beastie Boys, are like, they've always been like dorky in my head because I listen to it with like my family.
Super white.
Yeah, super white and like hunky dory and whatever.
Wholesome.
Yeah, and I was like, why do hipsters like love this?
Well, do you think Vampire Weekend would exist without the Beach Boys?
No.
Like, I of course that's like my reference for like what's hip. Like the Vampire Weekend hasn't been an indie darling in like 10 years.
Yeah.
But still, you know, those sounds were very ahead of their time, I think.
Well, yeah, it's like a lot of the songs on Pet Sounds are like alty. They're like weird.
Yeah.
Cuz that song came up in one of my like oldies playlists that I enjoy. And I was like, this shit's like actually pretty interesting.
This shit's popping.
I know. I used to listen to it as a kid. You ever go back to music that you listened to as a kid?
Yes.
And you're like, oh, this has a whole new, like, I'm an adult now and I actually understand these lyrics.
Totally.
Totally, dude. Ron Sexton's in the chat. He messaged us.
Sup, Ron Sexton?
One of my favorite. He posted some fun stuff on my Facebook about places I could go. I wrote that article about where to cry in public, and he posted like, you could go to Sam Kinnison's grave and like all this fun
that's
stuff.
Cute.
Ron Sexton's always sending smart information to me. He's my resident.
He's your daddy.
Let's not put it that way.
All right, let's get into it. So, should we do the unboxing first, or should we do a question first?
Let's do a question.
Okay, so I asked you guys for a Q&A. There's still time for you to slide into our DMs if you have a question. And we got a bunch.
That's awesome.
This is one that I thought was kind of fun. Sexual fantasies or acts you want to do but haven't gotten the chance to yet.
Oh.
Do you have any?
I do, but I'm kind of curious to hear yours first.
First?
Yeah.
Okay, this is easy for me.
Uh-huh.
I want to watch my sexual partner.
You want to get cocked.
I want to get cocked. I want to watch another girl fuck my slam piece.
Wow. Maybe I should do it.
No, nobody I know.
Can you imagine?
Nobody I know, and no fans. Nobody slide into my DMs. That'd be weird. It would have to be like a random person. We'd have to like, make sure that there's no connection.
Yeah.
And maybe like an app. They have apps for it, I know. Field.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna play the field. I'm just kidding. I don't know if I'm actually gonna do it. That's the thing. Like, I've always had an interest in doing it, but I feel like it could go wrong if you're not careful about it,
Yeah.
There are ways that it could go wrong. I would have to like really suss the person out. It has mostly to do with like me feeling like it's the right person.
Yeah, there's also like there's the danger of not knowing how you're going to feel about it until it's too late.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It would need to be like, so the boundaries would need to be set so clearly that like we could stop it at any time, which like obviously
No,
once
it starts it can't stop. That's the rule of threesomes.
We've passed the point of no return.
I mean, there are points
of no
that are
return.
hard to return from.
Yeah, but I don't know. It would just need to be thought out,
Yes.
But it turns me on a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you involved at all, or you're just watching it?
Just watching.
Huh. Are you like diddling yourself?
I don't know.
Or like sipping a cup of tea? Sitting in the corner being like,
I'm drinking a milkshake.
Well done, sir.
I think maybe probably I would be touching myself or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have no interest in this. I've never had interest in this.
Most women don't. I think it's a thing that.
What do you think it is?
I think it's really hot to the idea that somebody I'm with is desired by other people and like is a sexual being that's like outside of me. Like, I love hearing about sexual experiences that guys I'm with have had with other people in the past, like in detail. I find it very interesting. And I also just like, I don't know, it's exciting to me. I like it. I like picturing somebody that I'm with being out and having like adventures. Being
a gigolo out in the town.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always ask the guys that I'm with if they've ever been with a man. I'm always curious about
really?
that. Yeah, that's one of
Have you ever gotten a yes?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Most of the men that I've been with
have been with men?
In some capacity, not like sexually, but like gotten a blowjob usually, or made out. Yeah.
I've only been with straight, like mostly straight.
Yeah,
dudes.
you date like bankers.
Dude, I've never dated a banker.
You date like lawyers.
I do date lawyers.
Yeah. Lawyers don't, as a rule, I don't want to stereotype the lawyer community.
Yeah, lawyers don't add us.
Lawyers, it would be more surprising to find like a sex positive, if lawyers are heterosexual AF, if they are heterosexual.
Well, they really should, because they should see both sides,
Yeah, I know.
They're lawyers.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the only lawyer I ever slept with was insane and smoked opium in front of me, so
never had that happen.
It's not like.
So, what about you? Is there anything?
I mean, yeah, we've been talking about it recently a little bit.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a particular interest in older women, and specifically like big-titted older women. And like, I feel like I'm fetishized, and I don't want it. It seems like I'm being.
Well, what crosses the line into a fetish as opposed to something that you're just attracted to? Do you know what I mean? Like, when is it a fetish? Is it a fetish if a guy is like an ass man and likes like a really big ass on a woman? Is that a fetish? I guess like a fetish by definition is anything that's very specific that you're into. Like, I guess we attribute
my
the
fetish
word
is
fetish.
that I'm gay.
Your fetish, well, if your fetish is like large-breasted women,
yeah,
maybe it's a fetish, but like at the same time, there's probably nothing wrong with that.
Of course, no, there's nothing wrong. But I also I find waifish thin women to be beautiful and like the closest I ever went to like going on a date with a woman was the one that looked like you. Remember the Russian girl?
Oh yes, yes.
So because I date thin people. Thin is like a very
Thin is in.
thin is a common thing in my partners.
Thin is in that pussy.
Yeah, like a fucking straw. You're.
I can't believe nobody's writing comments about. Are you getting? I'm
yeah.
not. I need to refresh my feed or something.
Um,
I thought people would have more comments about the cuckolding thing. Is anybody else into cuckolding? I really want to know, particularly women.
Christina Hutchinson is into cuckolding as a woman, the podcaster.
That doesn't surprise me.
And she I think she actually did it with when she was with that guy, her boyfriend that she recently.
Steven.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think she actually did it. Which I'm like, good for you. Chris Walden also sent us an advice piece.
Okay.
But okay, so yeah, so there's this one woman, and I won't go into too much detail because you can probably figure out who she is. But I encountered her in the comedy space, and she's got like big boobs.
Big boys.
Yeah, she's good. Oh, okay, here we go. You know how I whacked off to Aaliyah Janine's porn?
I did not know that.
Oh,
you did? Wow.
So we had Aaliyah Janine on Hot Mess.
Wait, before she came on Hot Mess?
Before and after.
Before and after. Okay.
And part of it, Aaliyah Janine used to be a porn star, and she's a comedian now. Lovely woman. Thanks for all the orgasms, Aaliyah. And she's got the boobs are like big and they're natural, you know? So they kind of like.
Yes. They sag.
They sag. And I like am into it. I want to like dive into them.
So what if they were slightly smaller but didn't sag? Would you still be into them? Or is it the sagging that appeals?
It's the whole older woman thing.
Picture.
Yeah. It's like both Aaliyah and this other woman I encountered are very sexually experienced and free, and they're fun people. So it feels like they would do weird shit with me and also be a cool hang. Like it's not me being like, oh, I love you because you're like I'm into it because you're gross. It's not that. Like I'm not fetishizing them because they have big boobs.
It's similar.
The whole package.
Yes, no, I get it. It's similar to like a sloppy dude. Like and I'm not calling an older woman sloppy, but I'm saying the similarity would be that like, you know, when you sleep with a sloppy dude and he's just like so chill.
Yeah.
Because like nothing is gross to them.
Exactly.
Like they can hang.
It's
I think that they can hang.
Like their tits.
Like their tits.
That's like that rapist I dated. Horrible person, but kind of a sloppy person.
Yeah.
Was wild in bed. Because he just didn't care, you know?
Right.
There's something about just like unabashed sexual confidence, and also like, I don't know, the boobs, man. Yeah, someone figured it out in the chat. So 10 stars. How big is huge? Like D's? Like they're like you could pick them up and drop them down, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're. I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say down to the belly button. Like.
Not quite, but in that area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down to like the top of the waist.
And in no time in my life have I been more confident that I might actually do this.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited to like hear about it. Because as long as I've known Andrea, she hasn't hooked up with a woman. Like you've hooked up with a woman before we met and like you were drunk and it wasn't really.
It was pretty intense what I did with that woman, but it was very drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I want to hear, I don't know, just be like fun for me to
hear your head.
a play-by-play. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it a lot. I'm like, am I like more gay than I thought I was? I don't know. It's an interesting time in my sexuality, but yeah, yeah, like a strap on, getting all crazy, like titty fucking with a strap on.
Sam says my slam piece played with my boobs for 2 hours while we were just talking because, quote, best, hottest stress ball.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're fun to play with.
I
The
know.
boobs are so fun to play with.
Yeah,
Ass cheeks are fun to play with too, though.
put them on my head.
Yes. No, just make like a mattress with them and just like it'd be like a water bed, but
Yeah.
more like
They're just fun.
they're so
There's
fun.
something fun about an inexperienced, or sorry, very experienced, not self-conscious older woman who's got like a body.
Sam says, like as an action, sends Andrea unsolicited tit pics. JK. I feel like you wouldn't
I wouldn't be mad.
hate that. She wouldn't be
Um,
mad at that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's yeah, I feel I don't want to say that a homosexual adventure is like a fetish because it's not. It's like a sexual orientation, but with it this particular type of woman is like something about it gets me like going.
Down.
I don't know, man.
Mwah. Chef's kiss.
The spirit moves me.
Okay. Next question. I think this is from your friend Tamara. Will you be wearing panties at Burning Man or have that dusty beaver exposed the entire time?
Who said that?
I think it's your friend Tamara. Is that Tamara?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Close friend. That's so funny that she messaged that.
Andrea's going to Burning Man and she is staying at a campsite titled the Dusty Beavers.
Dusty Beavers.
And it's a group of
French Canadian
hippies that are only going to take 2 showers the entire time they're there.
It's gonna be fucking
That's a
awesome.
rule. Yeah, I'm excited to hear all about it.
I'm gonna be wet wiping myself so vigorously. It's gonna be insane.
You should get, they make wipes that have like witch hazel in them, like that, like actually deodorize your body. You should get those, not just like plain wet wipes. You should get like good wet wipes. And then I feel like you could maybe just take 1 shower.
Get the good. Fuck you.
Yeah, like maybe you could skip.
Love this. You're much more built for Burning Man.
Oh my God. I would just like have a whole film of oil covering my entire body.
Ew. Disgusting.
Okay.
Yes, I will be wearing underpants. Just because I'm in the middle of the desert doesn't mean I'm not. I'm a new person.
Right. We have one from Cody. I hope it's okay that I exposed you. My question is, when did y'all start menstruating? My oldest daughter is 10. Seems like it could happen at any moment. How would you have preferred your father to deal with it? I've got teen pads in the first aid kit I keep on me. Oh, I love you.
Best dad.
The thing is,
I wonder what teen pads are like. I guess they're smaller. They're smaller people.
Yeah. The thing I want most for my daughters is the destigmatization of menstruation. I totally understand them being embarrassed with their dad, though. Okay, what I think is that you should just let your wife handle it.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
I think the mom should just
he makes a good point though that he doesn't want it to like be like, I don't deal with that. I'm your dad.
Yeah,
because then it sets the signal that like men don't talk about that.
I know
so
that,
I get that, yeah.
and like I agree with that in theory, but at the same time, every single girl that I was friends with when I was younger, it was like the worst thing ever when their parents would acknowledge it together.
Yeah.
Or like when their dad would acknowledge it, it was like honestly the most mortifying thing. There's just something about like your dad, like, because the father-daughter relationship is so specific and it's like you're their little girl, and like just for that is such a sensitive part of your life. Like I was 13 when I had my period, which I feel like is pretty normal. Andrea had it, I think, a little bit late.
25.
Right? Were you like 16?
No, I was like 18.
Okay, that's really late.
Yeah.
Some girls do have it when they're 10.
My
but
friends told me how to do it because I was at boarding school. I was like in a bathroom stall And they're like, just shove the tampon in. I'm like, it hurts.
Oh, you went straight to tampon?
Yeah.
Oh, that's intense.
And now, as a 30-year-old woman, I'm back to pads.
Funny story. The first time I put a tampon in, the box comes with instructions on how to put them in. So I read the instructions, but I got distracted halfway through. So I only read half of the instructions. So I left the applicator in, and I'm pretty sure that's how I lost my virginity.
Ow.
Yeah, it really
Didn't
hurt.
it hurt having the applicator?
Yes, it hurt. The entire day it hurt. I left the cardboard applicator in
was
my
it cardboard?
Yes.
Oh.
And I was like, I don't think you're supposed to feel it this much. I was very confused.
That's horrible.
And then I went back to the directions and I was like, oh.
I think I used OB tampons.
The ones where you finger the
Yeah.
non-applicator.
Yeah.
I actually use those now.
Yeah.
I actually prefer those now because I don't know. I've started feeling a little weird about like putting plastic in my body and stuff like that.
There's so many tampons now that don't have OB might still have fiberglass in it though.
Well, I use
check.
No, I use organic.
Oh, okay.
I use
They have
but I use
organic
the
ones.
non-applicator kind.
Yeah. Lola has some good ones.
Yeah,
too.
Lola has applicator and non-applicator.
Mhm.
I've used both and they're both great.
Yeah.
Honestly, like
yeah.
I'm a big proponent of they also this is something that they don't tell you. You bleed less. Like with the tampons that you buy at the drugstore, they actually, I think they irritate you. They irritate your system. You bleed more.
There's fiberglass in them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cutting your pussy. I stopped.
Little micro tears.
I stopped using
Trigger warning.
You got micro tears in your pussy. I stopped using tampons a few years ago, or about maybe a year or so ago, because I found out all this stuff about them, and I stopped getting bladder infections.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's honestly, if you haven't switched, ladies.
Yeah.
Switch. I mean, well, now I'm a
fuck big tampon.
Yeah, fuck big tampon. I mean, now I'm a big proponent of the soft disc.
Oh, yeah, your fuck disc.
My fuck disc. You can have sex with it in. Somebody DM'd me, actually, that there is a reusable version of the soft disc. It works exactly like the soft disc. Wait, let me find it.
Emma says the plastic makes me feel like them destroying the ocean one period at the time.
That's another thing. It's not very sustainable. That's true also.
Also, a period book. Alicia said, my mom gave me a book called The Period Book, which was less awkward and informative. That's always good. Hitting them with a book and being like,
you just like slide a book under the door.
Sure, and being like, I'm not like saying we can't talk about this, but like here's a perfectly curated,
right?
Like
you could even add a little note or something that says like, hey,
welcome to hell, my dudes.
Well, you could even, you know what would
You're
be
about
cute?
to find clots in your pussy.
Get ready to experience 50 years of bullshit. God is not a woman.
Yeah,
do you know what might be cute? If he literally wrote on the note like, hey, I know I'm your dad and this might be weird, but in case you ever want to talk.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I'm here.
I think that's perfect.
And
And
I think
then
that would be nice.
defer it to mom mostly, but don't, so that they know that men aren't grossed out by periods, which a lot of men are, and they're idiots. But like,
and they're idiots.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to wait until she gets it. You could do it. Maybe it's better to do it preemptively so that she's prepared.
Yeah.
And knows that she can come to you if she needs to. Okay, so
Andrea's into pad, but her thinks panties are exclusively for dry hump.
Have you been still wearing the Thinks panties?
Yeah, they're the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to answer your question, yes. Thinks should all add that to their tagline. Like,
perfect for dry humping. I mean,
if you're going to a wedding and you don't want to get your pussy juice
make
everywhere.
it super specific.
Thanks.
Where the fuck is this DM? There's a reusable version of the soft disc. Oh, okay, I found it. It's called Nix. The Instagram handle is Let's Nix It, Nix, and it's exactly like the soft disc. You can fuck with it in. That should be the tagline. Like,
can you
honestly,
drag hump? Can you dry hump? Can you fuck?
Those are the two most important
the
things.
horniest you are is on your period. You need to.
Yes.
You need
I mean,
to have.
Some people get like really bad pain and don't want to fuck. I personally.
The fucking sometimes alleviates the cramps.
That's true. That's true. Fuck the pain away. Peaches said it best.
Yeah. Canadian.
But yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, that I think like that would really separate them because I didn't hear about this company until this person sent it to me. But like I know Diva Cup. Like I feel like Diva Cup is the most famous one.
Big Diva Cup.
They could be bigger than Diva Cup and just be like, you can actually fuck with it in. Like that should be their tagline.
Yo, seriously though, you can fuck with this in. We should be marketers for women's products.
We should be.
You know what's interesting? So a little peek behind the curtain. Our ad rep told us
behind the beef curtains.
behind my meat curtains. Our ad rep told us that our Fleur ad campaign, the perfume one, is doing really well, which shocked me because I really actually genuinely like this product.
I love the scents.
But it's interesting to me that like we would our audience would like beauty products, one, and two, not to say that like you can't be a feminist and enjoy beauty products, but it's like
no, but if I'm being honest, like I can't personally relate to ever being drawn to a perfume ad.
Yeah.
Like, I've said this, like perfume's just like not really my thing. I think of it as
like
such
now that it's in my life, I'm like, oh, this is
I'm
lovely.
like, oh my God, this is amazing. I know a girl that told me that every time and this is like some luxury shit. Like this is some shit that like I can't even, it's so high concept for me.
Mm-hmm.
Every time she goes on vacation, she buys a new scent, a new perfume, so that like when she uses it, it reminds her of like the experience of being on that vacation.
Oh, that's
like,
really
in that
cool.
place.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's so nice and so like girly in a way that I'm not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like so like thought heavy.
Very. You're not a thought heavy person.
I'm not like
you're an airhead.
I like the idea of I'm not I don't do much thinking. There's not much activity that goes on up here.
I mean, according to one of our the boys you slept with, I was listening back to
I'm stupid and can't make jokes.
Yeah.
I'm incapable of making jokes.
I was listening to the Mia Faith Hammond episode yesterday because I often will go back and listen just to like see. Number one, she's so wonderful.
She is.
And reviewing.
I like laughed and I learned.
Yeah, man. And listening to us review that season of the bitch episode, I was like, that's so mean. Like every time I think about it again, I'm like, what a dick bag.
It's humiliating.
Ugh.
It's humiliating.
Ew.
And like, yeah, I don't know why I have that I've had that experience so much. I don't know what it is about my personality that makes like a certain it's always men. It's 100% men, but like treat me like I'm such a stupid person. I'm so not a stupid person.
I think it's because you're friendly and
maybe
you're bubbly also. Like you're very, very like high energy.
I also like I'm not like the smartest person, you know, but I did go to college.
You're a smart person.
I have a degree. I did very well on the
you're
SATs.
You're a very smart person.
Like, I don't throw my intellect in people's faces. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not like constantly like throwing it out there as I feel like a lot of smart people like need to
show that they're smart. Yeah.
Reaffirm that they're smart or something. And I don't feel the need to do that because like I just don't care.
Yeah,
you know.
Sure.
So maybe that's I don't know.
What's Danny Hatch used to treat you like you were stupid.
Yeah. Which is like hilarious because one of us went to college and one didn't. Not that you have to go to college to be smart.
Yeah, but
like, just think about it. All right, another question.
Yeah.
And then we'll do the unboxing.
Yeah.
My question for the live stream is for Emily. Oh, do you have any interest in a serious relation, or are slam pieces more your speed? Oh, interesting. No.
What a question.
That's a heavy question. Okay. Slam pieces are not necessarily my speed. That's just like kind of always.
Do you think anyone will ever love you and commit to you?
Like
is the question.
Yeah, like do you actually like want?
Do you want to be alone like this forever? Or is it a fetish of yours to not be loved?
Yeah, I just like to like. I prefer to like put myself in my place. Is what.
Yeah. Do you enjoy constantly making yourself vulnerable and getting slammed down? Is that your fetish?
I think that everyone
is flying to Miami to get rejected.
Is that like? Are you into that?
Is that your edging?
Yeah. Does that turn you on too? Do you like to cuck yourself in real life? Do you like to cuck yourself in every aspect of your life? Is that does the cuckolding extend to like your feelings? No, that it's not like necessarily my thing. I
Mm.
think that there
think-
have been people that I've been with that I'm like, you are not like you are only
Yeah,
for fucking.
I can think of a few.
Yeah, there's
I can
more
think
than
of
a
one
few.
in particular who's always commenting on my Instagram now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck are you I don't like you.
He comments on Andrea's Instagram
So
more than he
much.
comments on mine.
And he says stupid things.
Okay. That is the most like. Do you ever
It's humiliating for me to see. I always
write
screenshot
in-
it and I
write
send it to you.
in
I'm
if
like,
you
what
have?
is
I know.
he doing?
Like, what are you talking about? Write in to the chat if you have this experience that like certain people make comments on your Instagram and or send you text messages that aren't even decipherable. Like something about their brain makes it so that they have the confidence of somebody who's making sense, but they literally never quite are.
You read it out and you're like, am I missing something? And then after a while you're like, no, this just like isn't literate.
Right.
Yeah.
It makes sense in your brain. I get that, but it makes sense to nobody else.
And I used to be like, oh, do you mean like I'd like try to be
Yeah.
like, now I just go, what?
Or just like
Question
don't
mark?
respond. I just like wouldn't respond.
Your ex that comments on my Instagram, it's not like he's trying to like fuck me. You know what I mean? It's not like flirtatious.
I would hope not. That'd
Yeah.
be weird.
So I'm like, is this to support me? You don't know me.
He's just
Really?
friendly.
Yeah, he is friendly.
And that's another thing. It's like coming from a nice place.
yeah.
I had, you know, I got to the end of the road with this person. You know what I mean? Like I like him. I wish him the best. I did have a good time with him, and like I was the time that I was hooking up with him was like I was in a place I was coming out of like
Rebound.
Yeah, it was like a rebound.
Yeah. Do
That
you think the rebound
maybe
always
lasted a little too long.
Do you think the rebound always knows they're the rebound?
No.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would say he definitely doesn't know
Yeah.
he was the rebound.
Yeah, and I've been the rebound and I didn't know I was. It's an unfortunate position to be in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
sucks.
really is.
Yeah.
Because even
Even if you're well suited, when you're the rebound,
it's a timing thing.
it doesn't matter how great you are together.
Yeah.
This person is just fucking to get through someone else.
Right.
Yeah.
But then, I did try again when I was in a better place and it still was not. So, so anyway, slam pieces are not my thing, no.
I think
I call some okay. This particular person right now that and I love how slam piece is a thing now.
mm-hmm.
I'm calling him my slam piece because like we're fucking on the regular, but he's not quite my boyfriend.
Yeah, I think that also you two have been hooking up for like a few months now.
Yeah.
And I think when either of us gets into a newer relationship, I divulge constantly. There are things that I don't say, unbelievably.
If you can
so,
believe it.
But I think because the early parts of a relationship, whatever the nature of the relationship is, if you don't define it between the two of you because you're both like figuring it out,
then it's weird to be
defining
it to other people.
Right. Like, what do you can't, he's not your boyfriend.
I think that.
But you two really, you are doing boyfriendy like activities together at this point, but you haven't had like a conversation that, to my knowledge, I don't even get to know this shit, Emily and her secrets, but so
I think if a guy came up to me and started hitting on me and was like, "Do you have a boyfriend?" I would say yes, because I'm not interested in seeing anyone else right now.
Yeah.
But that's a different thing.
Of course.
As soon as I said it, I was like, yeah, I would, yeah.
Well, so it's like you're in this ambiguous sort of spot and still like having a good time, but but there's a possibility that they listen to it, and if you call someone your boyfriend when you haven't been expressed to one another that that's the nature of your relationship, then you're a crazy person.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to use his name either, so
yeah.
it's like,
my one of my exes wrote on our Hot Mess Instagram. You posted like a beautiful woman eating an ice cream cone, very like voluptuous, gorgeous, and
yeah, fuck, I'm forgetting her name.
fuck, and he wrote like the comment that this woman had said that like people were telling her to not eat because she was like getting huge, but she was like beautiful.
Farah Dukai.
Farah Dukai.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. She owns Farsali, which is like a luxury makeup brand, and she always looks fire as fuck.
Yeah, I'd love to bounce her boobs on my face. Oof. And my ex wrote like she can eat whatever she likes, and I was like, oh, get out of here.
Like, yeah, that's what
why
we're
saying.
Why are you being creepy?
Why are you trying to fuck this internet woman on my podcast Instagram?
Like, why are you trying to fuck this person via a meme on our account? That's how desperate men are.
What is it?
Like, men will leave comments on Instagram.
Men neg Dustin on Instagram. And I'm like, do you think that I'm going to be like, you look at porn? What's your deal?
He is not as cute as me. Like, what?
Yeah, I know.
He does look like Woody Woodpecker.
Motherfucker.
So mean. And also not true. Dustin's so cute.
I know. It's laughable, the things that people do in the name of, like, horniness. But, like, this comment, I think, was his intention to be like, I love curvaceous women. I guess, again, I'm, like, guessing at what the idea was behind this.
I think maybe it was, like, to show support.
Totally. But I'm like, didn't you read that back? And think, like, no one else commented on it, too? Like,
this is in the same vein as the leaving stupid Instagram comments.
Yeah.
Did you not read that back?
Yeah, and go.
I read back literally everything I write, even if I write, damn girl, you look hot. Like, whatever. Even if I write a stupid comment, I will read it over and be like, would this person receive this well?
Yeah. Does this make
Why is nobody else thinking about this shit?
Does this make me look like a moron?
Yeah, I will read over everything. Once.
She can have whatever she likes.
She can eat whatever. She can eat as much ice cream off my dick as she pleases. She can lick the tip of my dick.
So weirdly sexual.
Fucking disgusting. You all disgust me. Not you. Just
a lot of you.
A lot of you.
Yeah. So no, Emily doesn't prefer to be alone, but she's I'm
having fun.
Yeah.
Let me have fun.
Yeah. And also disclose however you like. You're much more private about your relationships than I am, but that's just a personal preference. But I also like,
it's out of respect for them.
Yeah. And I don't respect men.
Sure.
And not anyone that I date. No, Dustin also like knows my world so well, and there's such honesty between the two of us, and we are very comfortable. We've known each other for years, so I am at liberty to say kind of whatever I want about him.
Yes, it is a different situation though.
So yeah,
it's a different situation. Like I would. If I wanted to like disclose more information, I would like run it by that person to make sure it was okay.
Yeah.
If it was like actually personal information, I will tell any story, but just like not include their name. I don't know. I think it just depends on the situation.
Yeah.
We got an interesting question. How did you guys meet? We've said how we met before.
Keith and the girl.
It might be a newer person. We met via Keith and the Girl. Andrew and I were both interns. We both listened to Keith and the Girl since we were teenagers. And then we both interned for Keith and the Girl, and that's how we met each other.
I think I remember. So there were 2 parties in which we talked to one another.
Yeah.
The first one.
Keith's wedding. The first one was Keith's wedding.
No, there's 3!
We hooked up with the same guy, and then in the same night, Andrea made out with him first. I made out with him second, and then he fucked another girl. And then later on, we were at a barbecue together, and I was like, "Are you like hooking up with anyone?" And Andrew was like, "Oh yeah, well there's this. Do you know Brian?
Do you know Taylor Ketchum? Trey Gallion?
Yeah, No, but at the time, but you were like, do you know?
Oh, no, but I only hooked up with Brian one time.
No, I know, but I think you were talking to him a little bit after or something.
Yeah, there was like a little back and
like
forth.
maybe you were flirting a little bit.
Yeah.
But he well, at least he was. I haven't seen him in years, but he was extremely aloof.
Yeah, he was an aloof fuckboy.
Yeah, he's a fuckboy.
I remember seeing you. So I was drunk as hell at Keith's wedding,
Of course.
as was everybody else.
Yeah.
And I had just talked to you a little bit, and I remember seeing you standing with our friend D, and I was talking to Brian, and I remember being like, "What do you think of Emily?" Because I was like, "This is a fun like pairing."
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Yeah, he was like, yeah, she's super cute," and I'm like, "You should talk to her."
He asked me to dance.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And I told him to. I don't know if you know that.
Andrea loves being the facilitator of it, but then he made out with you. Then he ran after you and made out with you by the car.
It was so weird.
When you were getting ready to leave.
Yeah, so weird. He was just trying to hook up with as many
people
as
possible. It's disgusting.
At his friend's wedding.
And then fucked somebody else, and then somebody walked in on them fucking because they were sharing a room with that person.
Brian, you fucking mess.
Brian Wolf.
Where is Brian Wolf?
Somewhere in Brooklyn.
Yeah, just
somewhere
like having a side shaven head,
hanging out with gutter punks. Just
yeah. He takes himself very seriously.
Yeah.
But a nice enough guy. But then so there was Keith's wedding. Then there was
the barbecue.
The barbecue, but there was also a party at Hamda's house, a 4th of July party, and you were wearing cowboy boots.
Think you would be into the cowboy boots.
Loved it. I loved it.
I thought you didn't like it.
No, it was amazing.
Oh, okay.
It was just funny.
I was wearing red cowboy boots.
Everyone was very cash because it was like a house party. You know, Hamda's in a hoodie as per usual.
Yeah.
And like sandals and barbecuing or whatever. And I think I was a little dressed up too, but you were like full on Americana.
Yeah.
Like red cowboy
red,
boots.
white, and blue. Red cowboy boots, probably like white shorts and a blue crazy shirt. Or
you look
something.
like you look like a like an American Girl doll, but like slutty. And I was like, okay.
It's so funny because
Lubin's fucking wild.
Yeah.
I mean, you were like, I want to start doing stand up. I'm like, you can hang out with me.
Yes, and that's what happened because Andrea had been doing stand up for I think even a couple of years at that point.
Maybe it was a year.
Maybe a year.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I went to an open mic the other day, and then she's like, come with me.
Oh yeah, I was so excited to have a potential fucking friend.
Yeah.
It's so hard to be alone doing open mics at first.
I know.
It's so crazy.
I know. I don't think I would have gone as hard as I did in the beginning if I was doing it alone.
Do you remember?
Because it was intimidating, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But she was at the tail end of her drinking because she was approaching 25 and 20 big 25 was the throwing champagne at the wall incident that made you rethink the drinking thing.
Yeah.
So we only drank together a handful of times.
Yeah.
I remember
Gordon Bennett's we drank together.
Yeah. Yes. And
when you peed on the floor.
And then I peed on the floor. That's a story for another time. But I remember we went to this open mic, this Saturday open mic, and we were doing pickleback shots.
Yes.
And it was so fun.
I know.
And then you were like, I'm going to take a break from drinking. And I was like, okay.
You'd be like, well, you can come back to it anytime.
Yeah.
Fucking enabler.
I didn't know the severity of the situation.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember we used to go to mics, and then if it was a Queens mic, I would sleep at your place, and if it was a Brooklyn mic, you would sleep at my place, or you were living at your mom's too for part of that.
Yes.
So you would sleep over at my place in Williamsburg.
I was a nomad. I would sleep over at your place, and sometimes I would sleep over at Dee's place, and then I have a friend Erica who lives in the city, and I would sleep at her place. So I was really only sleeping at home twice a week.
You're running around.
Yeah, I was. Whew,
you're a runaway child.
My big fat gypsy life.
You still are a gypsy, and you have an apartment.
I still am. I know. I still am. It's so weird. I carry around all my stuff. I carry around makeup and toiletries and a change of underwear just in case.
Why don't you like to be home?
I just have never liked to be home. Ever since I was little, I just never liked to. I don't know. I enjoy being in other people's spaces. I enjoy like being in the company of other people, and I don't like hosting. I always like going to other people's houses.
Well, yeah, everyone likes going to people's houses.
No, some people like the comfort of their own home. I would argue that you like the comfort of your own home.
Oh, yeah.
You like have people that you're fucking over at your
Oh,
house,
yeah.
and you always like
Because I don't have to. Then I get to sleep in my own bed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which as I'm getting older, I definitely get the appeal of that, but I also just like
I
I
feel
don't know.
awkward after I sleep. Hook up with people. Like, do you want me to stay? You know what I mean?
right.
I always feel so weird about that.
I will go home now if I. A lot of it is sleep related. Like I want to get enough.
Go home.
Yeah. I like. I
That
want to
song's
get
about fucking.
I want to get enough sleep, so I will go home. But yeah, no, I'm still a nomad.
I always go.
Nomad for life.
I mean, good for you.
Thank you.
I go. I don't know what you get up to in your own little world. I just get little peeks of it. But yeah, I used to like after someone would come to my place to hook up, I would go like, listen, you can stay, you can also go, and this is not me telling you that I want you to go,
Yeah.
but I want you to know that you have the freedom to do whatever you. I had this whole like speech because it's such a weird fucking thing, especially if you both have like work in the morning. Like it's so like
Totally.
do you want to get oh god. Yeah.
I know. Yeah, the work in the morning thing is so like people.
Especially if it's a drunk hookup, like a one night stand, and then
it's
you like
painful
smell.
when you have to like walk to the train together.
God. One time I hooked up with this guy in Brooklyn, and he grated my nipples with his teeth.
Oh.
He was went on them so savagely. It like hurt to like have a shirt like touch it.
No.
Yeah. Weird. Actually,
Pre nipple piercing or post nipple piercing?
Pre. And he was like, yeah, he probably would have ripped it out with his mouth.
Oh.
He was so psycho, and he also was rebounding. He was like constantly talking about his ex. It was like a one night stand where, like, when I realized how fucking a mess this guy, I was like, damn it, now you're in my house. So he finally left. He left to go to the train. I like pretended I had something to do, so I like walked around for a bit, and then I went down to the train, and he was there because there were delays. So we had to ride the train together.
No.
After I'd like specifically loitered around, and it was like, hey.
These are one of those moments that you're upset to be alive.
Yeah, you're like, how fancy seeing you here.
I would literally prefer
person
death.
I fucked and don't know anything about.
Give me death. All right, should we do this unboxing?
Yeah.
Thanks for sending your questions. Feel free to send us questions anytime. Slide into our DMs, and we will answer them on the show because we care about you.
Chris,
if there are any that we didn't get to, we'll get to next time.
Yeah, we'll get to Chris's later. Okay, let's unbox them first.
So before seeing them, this is the one that I think that I should take because that one seems more like a classic vibrator, and I don't think you have a classic vibrator.
The thing is, I want that one because I want Dustin to use it.
Okay, but I have stuff like that, so I want this one.
This is Emily's. Whenever we get things and you want it, you are so relentless about getting the one that you.
The thing is, you don't even like vibrators.
I don't have any, so I don't feel like it's like you're like, well, I have everything, and now I want this specific thing.
No, I'm just saying that's more of a. You don't have a vibrator.
I do have a vibrator, by the way.
What, that pink dildo in the sock drawer? That's not the same thing as that.
The reason why I want that one is because I want Dustin to use it.
Right, but I want to use this during sex too. I can't
but
come.
You have the one that you use during sex. This is like the blender situation. You're like, I already have one, but I should have another one. You have one.
You got the blender.
Yeah, because I was like, that's ridiculous. I already have one, but I want another one. I know you don't have it, but
well, mine actually broke. It was on its way out.
Your blender?
Yeah.
Well,
because I make smoothies every day.
R.I.P. So. If your blender was broke and then I had a working one and I was like, well, I need another one, that would be the equivalent.
But the thing is, you did have a working one.
It was very shitty though.
Well, so is mine. So it's more even than you're representing, but it's okay. I'll let you have it.
Because it's true.
You had one just the same as I did.
It was so shitty.
But so is mine.
You had a bullet one.
No, I had one from Target that was like a single. Why is this so hard to open?
I don't know.
That's not a good
Because we're fighting.
thing to say. Let's see. Let's just see.
Watch us fight over vibrators.
Oh. Okay. I don't even. You know that Dustin can use that one on you too. I don't think this one goes inside.
I don't need one that goes inside.
I need to read the directions. Designed to feel like a natural extension of your body, seamlessly adding vibration to foreplay and sex without spoiling the mood. I mean, it's not going to spoil the mood, but I get what you're saying.
Ooh, they come with this?
Oh, okay. Okay, I see. Chargers. What is it?
It's like an O face. The sticker says it's an O face. I just thought this. If things go well, I'm going to show her my O face. Do you know that reference?
No. What's that?
In the Office Space.
I've never seen Office Space.
What?
Yeah, I've never seen
This happens every time. Emily, it's so funny. It's one of the funniest movies in existence.
Where's the manual for this?
I didn't understand this company's logo, and now I completely understand it. Oh.
3 speeds?
Wow.
3 speeds.
If things go well, I'm going to show her my O face. Oh. In the chat, if you know that reference, get into it. Okay. Mine is called Palm.
Oh, it has a carrying case.
Yeah, this shit's so nice.
Oh, that's so nice. The packaging is really nice. Let's learn. Yeah, okay, so this is a vibrator for fingers. You know, I'm gonna be honest.
Fun artwork. All these modern companies have such cool graphics.
This one's supposed to be like really flexible, right?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Hold it up to the mic. Does it have?
It's like a conch shell.
Can it go faster?
Let's see. Ooh.
Ooh! Can you bend it?
Yes.
So what's the point of it being flexible? Like,
so you can squeeze your
yeah,
pussy
like
with
why?
it.
Why does it need to be flexible?
Let's hold on. Let's see. Oh, faster. Oh.
Oh shit!
It goes like. I'll take this weird little thing. You can have the finger.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you can have the finger blaster. Woo! Okay, let's read the.
Can I just want to touch it. I just want to.
It's fun.
Ooh. Whoa, Andrea.
I know.
You know what you could do? I don't know if you're supposed to. Whoa. I don't know if you're supposed to do this, but you could put this on your clit and then like go like that.
Like squeeze.
Yeah.
It's like a stress ball for your
It
clit.
is kind of a stress ball.
Okay. So let's.
This.
Yeah, it's got like a hood.
No, this one's actually kind of nice. Now I kind of want that one.
Well.
Do you want that one?
Ooh, yeah.
I'll let you enjoy. I actually, it's not even a joke. I truly think every girl needs a more classic vibrator.
It's my face, really.
And I think this is more niche.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have headaches. Oh my god, this genuinely.
Honestly, it could work
Do
as a
the
face
peop-
massager.
Do the people at Dame know that I'm releasing tension from my face? Wow, this is. Listen. Woo!
Damn.
I'm already feeling pleasure from this thing.
Okay, yeah, this is much more niche. This is the softest speed. I don't even know if you could hear this. Oh yeah, that's smart.
Oh, it's very soft.
This is medium. Oh my god. Listen to that.
Whoa!
Why don't you put it on your nose? Because that's more like the clit of the face.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, I'm gonna have some fun with that.
Your slam piece is
Yeah,
gonna
my
be
slam piece is gonna.
doing jujitsu. It's cool looking.
My slam piece knows how to eat a box. I will say.
Yeah, no shit.
Sensitive guys, get yourself a sensitive guy.
Yeah.
They know how to eat box.
Wow, this thing's fun. Woo!
Oh my god, this one's better. I regret my decision.
Well, you can't always get what you want.
Damn.
Yeah, it has all these different like variations on speed and pulsing. Okay, so using palm.
Okay, I'm not gonna waste the battery anymore.
Oh, it's so fun though.
How do you turn it off?
It never turns off.
I can't.
Once you
Wait, it wiggles. Look, do you see it wiggling?
Yeah, it's crazy. This is the best sexual partner I'll ever have.
I'm so tempted to just like over the pants. Just here. I'm not gonna do it. This is not porn.
Woo! Hello. This is like sitting on the engine block of the bus. Okay, so
I mean, I would hope it's stronger than that.
Have you ever sat on the engine block of the bus?
I don't know where the engine block is.
Okay, using Palm. Please fully charge Palm before use. Palm has a button for power and patterns and another for intensity. Oh, it's got like a diagram that shows like the types of patterns, like sound waves. Like here's the fucking slow wavy. Here's the jutting one. Here's the up down. Very, very good product description. Ooh. Or you can just hold for steady intensity change. Whoa. So I can just like see if I can do it. Oh yeah.
God, vibrators are the best.
Yeah. The flexibility of it is cool too. Caring for Palm. Palm is waterproof. Always clean Palm after every. We should rename them. We should give them new birth names.
Yes, no, we should. That one I think should be Jigglypuff.
Yeah, it is like Jigglypuff.
Right?
Yeah.
And this one, maybe Squirtle.
Naming vibrators, what's the word?
Pokemon
names is perfect.
Yeah.
Especially for how cute these are.
Yeah, it's so cute.
I can't get it to stop.
I mean, Squirtle is green, but I already have the other one I have is green, and I call it ET.
Yeah, the other one's
but
cool.
it's Eva too. That's why it's like a double meaning. ET.
You have you sit them all down and you tell them.
And your name is ET, and your name is Squirtle.
You tell them all why you love them.
You're all. This is what's special about you, 'cause you are special. Special. Everyone is special.
Why? Wow, this is crazy. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's doing all sorts of crazy things.
No, you're gonna have fun with that. I'm like shocked that you're not more into vibrators than you are.
I guess because I can do it with my. It's out of laziness.
You can do it with your hand.
Yeah. It's not like a that I don't. You know.
It seems like a luxury. It's like me and perfume.
Yeah.
She's strictly going to be using it on her temples, on her face.
You're going to come in. I'm going to be on my laptop. I'm going to have this bitch like taped.
No more migraines.
To the side of my face.
Is anybody saying anything in the chat?
Let's see.
Asking any questions or anything?
A Jigglypuff sends you to sleep. Absolutely. Okay. The nose is the clit of the face. Yeah, very accurate. Or the eyes are the groin of the face. Dwight Schrute said that in The Office.
Really?
Which is the most astute. He was like, when you attack someone, you have to get them in the eyes.
Yeah.
The eyes are the groin of the
That's
face.
fucking hilarious. Okay, so this one is called Fin, and it's much more straightforward. I can already tell you how it works. You slide your fingers through this harness.
Yeah, this is like black belt vibrator.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I would use this solo, I guess, but I feel like it's more for partner play, definitely. Yeah. And then it has 3 settings, and they're very simple. So it's 1, it's like really soft. 2,
the really soft. If you could keep the really soft going for a long time, I bet you could get a fucking crazy orgasm.
Oh yeah, with like a nice finger action at the same time. You know what's fun about this is like when someone's eating you out, they can put it on their fingers.
Yeah.
And like use it, and then maybe like take a break, eat you out, use it, take a break. It's like seamless. That's like, because really anybody could use a vibe. This is the third, by the way.
Well, the third's fucking lit.
Gnarly. Anybody can use a vibrator on you. Like the finger thing is not like that. I think it just like makes it a little more like you can do it without. You can just put it on your fingers and leave it there.
He goes to get a glass of water. He like still has it on his finger.
It's like I'm spilling water everywhere.
He goes to work. Whoops.
It's like my cool accessory. What if I started wearing? You know how people wear like the double rings?
Yeah. This is my vibrator. This is my pussy. Let's see. I was 15. My boyfriend, rapist, classic, thought BDSM was super fun, but I was 15. He was 17, 18. One day he brought jumper cables over. He had written my name on it with a Sharpie and hearts and shit. Whoa.
Damn, shorty.
Jumper cables. Okay. And then forced them on me. Wow. That's here at Dame, we like silicone based pleasure instruments and not jumper cables from a rapist.
Also, this is fun. This packaging looks like a penis.
It does look like a penis, yeah. I can't turn this off.
Yeah, I don't know. You're gonna have to read the directions.
Okay, hold to turn on and off. Okay, so I hold the okay, so this is the on off button here. And the intensity, so the intensity is this like dial on the back, and you like slide it. Wild. Oh no, you press it left and right. Turn it down. It's like a remote control.
It's really complex.
I know.
All right, well, that was the unboxing.
Thank you, Dame.
Thank you, Dame,
for letting us get our fuck on.
I'm really excited to have the CEO on.
I know. She's super cool, and the fact that she's suing the MTA ingratiates her to like every New Yorker.
Right.
So like, yes.
Yeah, I love it. I love it so
them.
much. It's also like it's getting them so much publicity. It was a really good move in my opinion.
Because she went to business school, businesswoman special. Hello.
All right.
That's weird. You should try it. Makes your eyes face.
I'm gonna do the other side.
Yeah. Not the worst, right?
No, it's horrible. I hate it.
I love it.
Okay, what was your hot mess moment of the week?
Putting a vibrator in my mouth. And liking it.
Same. And well, not the liking it part.
Let's see. I think probably yesterday. I'm trying to like think what happened this week.
Mine was yesterday too.
Yeah, this was pretty bad. I biked home from Bushwick. I had a show. Shout out, one of our Hot Mess fans came out, and it was really fun to hang out with her. It was in the basement of a pizza shop, which is always a hilarious, entrance into a New York comedy show. The Artichoke Pizza basement in Bushwick.
What a spot.
Yeah. So, I biked home, and I usually just Googled my address, and Google Maps gives me a route. And almost always they give me the safest route because of the bike paths, and never a problem.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but it set me on the rapiest, hilliest route that I could.
Was the root rapey? Like it was like it raped your muscles, or was it rapey in that it was dangerous that like you could get raped?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's
yeah.
like that.
Yeah. It was like there's a lot of warehouses in Bushwick.
Mm-hmm.
And so usually when I'm leaving Bushwick, I go through that like warehouse district, but it felt like I was in warehouses the whole time, and like truckers were out, but it was like just me on my city bike and like truckers and like big piles of cement.
Yeah.
Literally no one around.
Yeah, we don't like that.
That's like fuck a bad neighborhood.
Were you scared?
Yes. And I was like, I'm already here, so like I gotta just like keep going. No one like approached me or anything, but I was like, it's so empty and dark, and that's a cement pile, and like it was just, and so hilly. I biked past a UPS distribution like center. I'm like, where the fuck am I?
But you got home safe.
Yeah, I almost, and I was wearing like my giant red platforms, and I almost just got off
on
and
the
started,
bike.
Yeah, I almost started walking. This is the first time I've been like, I might have to just like call it.
Yeah,
because it was so savage.
but you have to park. You have to lock. You have to park the bike.
You're stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was danger.
Nah, brah.
Yeah.
My hot mess moment of the week was I left my house yesterday, and I got like completely prepared for my entire day, to be out for my entire day. Hashtag gypsy life.
Mm-hmm.
And I got here, and then I realized that I left my edibles at home, so I went all the way back to Brooklyn to get my edibles.
That's so annoying.
It was so annoying.
I left the house with my wallet yesterday too.
That is more dire.
The edibles?
No, the wallet.
Oh.
The wallet, but the edibles,
I only got 2 blocks, but like still, I was like,
oh,
fuck off.
You know when you're like on the train and you're like running late, and then you're like, oh, I fucking, and then you have to, and I mean, there was no way I was gonna turn around and go home. I was already late.
Right. You're like, it's too silly of a thing.
Exactly.
For me to be late for my actual work.
It's like, if I really want it, I can just inconvenience myself later on rather than inconveniencing everybody else now.
Very nice of you.
Well, thank you. I'm selfless.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, it was definitely, it was like,
That's
and
like
then I thought like, why don't I just, because I was going to an outdoor movie
with slam
with my slam piece, and I don't,
with your not boyfriend.
Do you want to be alone for the rest of your life?
Do you love that?
When are you going to define the relationship, Emily? What, you enjoy this? You enjoy this idiocy?
People want to know.
And the outdoor movies are one of those experiences, much like concerts, that are just like, no, you don't need to take drugs. But
drugs are awesome.
Drugs are just like, they make the experience so much better.
What if you're addicted to edibles? What if like I have to send you to rehab for edibles?
That would be embarrassing more than anything else.
I had to do an intervention being like,
Andrea
Emily,
hasn't figured out how to turn off this vibrator, so she's keeping it in between her legs. Yeah, so it's like I was going back to get, like, I knew the whole time.
What is that, an hour?
To get back to Brooklyn?
Yeah,
it's an hour, and then it was like, another hour to get back up to the Upper West Side.
So that's 2 hours for edibles.
Yeah, 2 hours travel time just for 3 little Sour Patch watermelon-esque gummies.
I'm so sorry. Are these the ones that I gave you, or do you have new ones?
No, I have new ones.
Who's your edible supplier?
I'm not gonna say.
I mean, not their name, but like, do I know this person?
Oh, no.
Huh.
No, it's like you text a number type of thing.
Oh.
It's like a
Emily's got an edibles number if you need it.
And you're in New York City or whatever.
How did you find it? You Googled
It's referrals.
Oh.
Yeah. You have to you have to be referred by somebody.
Elite. An elite private
elite
edibles
squad.
line.
It's the League of Extraordinary Edibles.
edible arrangements.
Yes.
You have an edible
I
arrangement.
have an arrangement for edibles. It's an edible
Do you
arrangement.
get supplied regularly?
I get supply and demand, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean. That makes no sense. Uh, do you like know you're gonna run out and you're like, I gotta text my edibles number?
No, it's not. I don't need to have a
Are
steady...
you addicted to edibles?
I don't. It's
Does
not
it
a.
help? It helps with sex edibles too, right? Well, it just
It's the
makes sex
best.
awesome.
Oh my god, it's the best. Honestly, there's nothing that it doesn't make better. The only thing that it wouldn't make better is maybe a funeral,
I was just about to say that.
maybe a job interview.
I think it actually would make a job interview awesome.
I mean, it depends on how you. It
Yeah.
depends on how you measure the success of
they're
a
like
job interview.
they're like, what do you like about this job? And you're like, everything.
being high. Oh wait,
Whoops.
that's not.
You're
what I
high.
meant.
I got.
I'm not high.
I gotta go.
Okay. Well, that's much success.
Much success.
Everybody, happy Friday. Have a wonderful weekend.
Yeah.
Use a vibrator. Take some edibles.
Yeah.
Do
Dane.
something that you enjoy.
Get the unlikely dark horse palm was the actual
It
more.
actually came out on top.
That's what she said.
Peace out.